It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T Center in San Antonio, tonight, the San Antonio Spurs getting set to match up with the Toronto Raptors. It's Spurs basketball to get this one going. Underway in Texas. To DeRozan. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. DeRozan. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Lowry here against LaMarcus Aldridge. Knocked loose. Taken by the Raptors. Leonard. It's good. DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. To Aldridge. Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. To Aldridge. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard gets it in the left corner. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
DeRozan. That pass taken away by Toronto. Danny Green to Lowry. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. All right, Baca up to block the shot. That'll get out off the Raptors. Aldridge. DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Okay, I see you throwing the ball like a quarterback in the pocket for the touchdown.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. DeRozan with the basketball. They lead it. 4-point game. From long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Rudy Gay to DeRozan. Has a look. DeRozan with a shot that misses. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down just a couple. And that one out of bounds off a spur. It'll stay Raptors basketball. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Substitutions, Toronto.
Ibaka. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
DeRozan with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. DeRozan to Patty Mills. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Patty Mills has got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. And stuffs it home.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Mills in possession. They trail by 1. DeRozan to Patty Mills. Has a chance. DeMar DeRozan. 3 for 6 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Here comes the screen. Danny Green up against the Spaniard. To VanVleet. Down to 5 on the 24. Fred VanVleet. Ibaka. Always tough against this guy. Serge Ibaka. Good closeout. Still hits.
Every hero needs a good sidekick. Nice find to set up the 3.
DeRozan to Gasol. Trying to cash in. The shot no good by Gasol.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Danny Green to Ibaka. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Danny Green to Ibaka. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He made his first effort, but not that time. Mills in possession. Down 2. To DeRozan. Here comes the screen. DeRozan goes to the left side. The Spurs with 4 on the shot clock to Patty Mills. 4-3. Drills the 3.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. We played one at AT&T Center with the Spurs out in front. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To Monroe. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Ibaka. To Leonard. Has a chance. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free two.
And hits the first free throw.
Good shot, good shot.
And he makes them both. Spurs in possession. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Takes stock of the floor. DeRozan for three. And the rebound taken by the big lefty, Monroe. Kawhi Leonard. He's 2 for 2 now.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. DeRozan with it. Down 5. To Patty Mills. To Gasol. Patty Mills. To DeRozan. Not today.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
To Leonard. Fred VanVleet. To Leonard. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Ibaka, that no good, off the mark. Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills to DeRozan. Oh, he had it. Fred VanVleet to Ibaka. Down low for Leonard. Works it. Ibaka. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Mills in possession. 5-point game. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. To Leonard. Denied by...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Okay, they're lucky they get the ball back. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Lowry, open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
DeRozan to Rudy Gay. Here comes the screen. And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Here comes the screen. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Cunningham. Oh, bad pass, taken away by the Spurs. And a throwdown.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Lowry into the front court. Leads 3. To Valanciunas. Good look that time, but off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Mills in possession. They're down 3. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Lowry, defended by Jakob Poeltl. Leonard to Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Leonard. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Oh, ferocious slam inside. Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. DeRozan to Aldridge. Has a chance. Their shot no good by Aldridge. Lowry into the front court. Up by 3. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down. So he hits the first, misses the second.
Oh, yeah, me and you. I got ball.
Knocked loose. Raptors come away with it. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Time expires to end the first half. The Raptors in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Raptors are feeling comfortable at the halfway mark. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors. The Spurs would rather be on the opposite end of the scoreboard. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, It's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The San Antonio Spurs struggle to play the angles and allow too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of the situation.
Player of the half.
Serge Ibaka looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards. Here's our top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Lowry has the basketball. To Leonard. Lowry. Jonas Valanciunas. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Rudy Gay. To Aldridge. Nothing going here on that drop.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lowry with it. His guys lead here, early stages, third quarter. To Ibaka. Kawhi Leonard, guarded by LaMarcus Aldridge. Serge Ibaka slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
DeRozan with the basketball. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Can't connect from inside. Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time. Another shot stays out. San Antonio ball to Rudy Gay. Probing the defense. Won't go. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Nothing going here on that drive. Had a chance, but it's no good. Danny Green up against DeRozan. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
To Rudy Gay. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
Spurs will take the timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. To Aldridge. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Spurs have it.
Match up, match up.
To Aldridge. Won't go.
In the first half, he was really finding that flow, athletically making tough shots. Now, utilize the sets. Maybe come off that curl a little bit tighter. Read your defender. Make the necessary reads to be an efficient player.
And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for two.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guys leading by 14. And that one out of bounds off a Spur. So possession remains with Toronto. Pop going to pull the string. New personnel coming on. Fred VanVleet. San Antonio with the basketball. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Lowry against the Australian. To Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard to Lowry. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shot from the lane won't go. Lowry to VanVleet. Down low to Monroe. The jumper's off the mark. Mills in possession. The deficit now up to 12. To Aldridge. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Surveys the floor. Leonard. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Mills in possession. His guys trail by 10. Goes to the left side. Shot clock winding down. Fires the three. He looked like he was buried, but the man from down under hits the three.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Lowry into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To VanVleet. To Leonard. Now pass stolen by the Spurs. That misses with 3 seconds left. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Raptors have the lead. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
To Gasol. Throws it down.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds the inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Gasol. To Monroe. Slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. The screen sets him up for 2.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Monroe to VanVleet. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Knocked loose. Whoa, what a finish.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Toronto with the basketball. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Kawhi Leonard at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8.
I got him.
Jumper's good.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Spurs in possession. Probing the defense. And it's Monroe with the rebound. Kawhi Leonard, defended by the UConn product. Fred VanVleet to Leonard. Fred VanVleet to Danny Green. Down to 5 on the 24. Scores from the post.
Valanciunas giving you that size, giving you that length, a guy that can extend the defense. But you kind of forget that he was the 5th pick taken overall in 2011.
Short jumper misses. To Leonard. Going to launch beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard in his own world. Nobody near him. He sinks it for 3.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Pau Gasol. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Well, this player struggled early because he was always trying to beat his man off the dribble. pretty much playing 1-on-5. Now the ball is moving around quickly during the perimeter and is finding him on the second and third touches. That's when you attack the score.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Leonard gets it in the right corner. To Leonard. Danny Green. Lowry. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
Look, no one was more disappointed in how the 18 season ended than Kyle Lowry. I'm sure he's been playing those games over and over in his mind like a bad nightmare. I would be shocked if we don't see a bigger edge and a bigger chip on his shoulder, because the reality is they need to start finding some answers in the 6 and quick.
Gasol. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Sizing up the defense. Lowry to Leonard. Lowry. The Spurs have the board. To DeRozan. Five seconds to shoot. Beyond the arc for three. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
To Danny Green. Five to shoot for Toronto. Kawhi Leonard gets a shot up off the mark.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Raptors could not have been more dominant in this game. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Spurs did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Rebounds.
The San Antonio Spurs suffered a discrepancy in their rebounding, and in turn, it resulted in a loss. Rebounds are certainly not a glamorous stat, but wins are. And without competitive rebounding, you're not going to get wins.
Player of the game.
Kawhi Leonard did not shy away from contact in this game. He did the dirty work, getting plenty of rebounds to help his team get the win.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.